Hello everyone, HorseGirl27 here, and welcome back to my Minecraft channel. And it's been so long since I've posted on this channel a video or anything like that at all, and I'm so sorry about that. I hope you guys can all forgive me for this new series that I'm bringing to you guys. So everyone knows that I'm doing the 100 horse challenge, and I'm not quitting that challenge, I'm still continuing it. But I'm also starting a new series with a barn. So this is going to sort of be like my old barn adventures, but it's going to be slightly different. But I'm trying to do this again because a lot of you guys actually really enjoyed my barn adventure series. The first one on my main channel and the second one that I did on my on this channel. So I just want to start off with a barn tour of the barn. So I've been working on this barn for a few days now. It took me a while to actually figure out the design and the layout of the barn. And this barn is going to be a work in progress. I'm definitely going to add horses to it. I'm definitely going to add more barns to it, and definitely add an arena or two, because I don't have an arena. Anyways, so let's get started. So first of all, we have this huge tree here that is probably my favorite tree in the entire barn. Then here's the sign. So it's kind of a unique sign actually. It took me a while to figure out how to do this, because I know I wanted flowers here, but I also wanted bushes, so it took me a while to figure out how I was going to do it. But I finally figured it out. So here's the barn sign, Cross Lake Stables, and the contact number and website is completely fake, so don't try going to look up the number or the website because it's not going to pop up. But we offer English, Western, lessons, shows, clinics, boarding, and leasing. And we also do adoptions, but I couldn't fit that in there. So maybe we could make a bigger sign in the future, because we do adoptions. So then we just have this pathway that leads over the small pond that I have, which is where it got its name, Cross Lake Stables, from. But there's definitely fish in here, because I at first wasn't going to put fish in here, but then the pond just kind of looked dead. So I decided to add a few fish in there. And we have this beautiful bridge that took me forever to figure out how to build, because I'm not very creative with bridges and other stuff like that. But I have that. So then I have these two pastures for mares on this side and then geldings on this side, and these are of my personal horses as well. So we're going to start off with the mares, and there is a pig in here because when I was building the pasture, I didn't realize there was a pig in here, and so I just decided to keep the pig. It doesn't have a name. I do need to give it a name though. But here are all the mares, and it's pretty simple pasture. There's just a water trough here. So here is Splash. She's a buckskin paint. This is Violet, who's a gray Appaloosa. Then the beautiful bay mare is one of my favorites. This is Hope. Then we have Paisley, who's a red dun Appaloosa. We have Sapphire, who's a dapple gray. And where's the other horse? The other horse is all the way over here. She's running away. And then we have April, who's another bay horse. I love bays, if you don't know. And then this is going to be Bubblegum, because I love naming pigs after Bubblegum, because that's what they remind me of. So that's Bubblegum. I just don't have a name tag for her yet. So then on this side we have the geldings, which doesn't look like it has as many horses in here, but I promise you there's the same amount of horses in here, I promise. And they also have a water trough. And then right here is Zorro. He's a dapple gray as well. Then we have, over here, we have Prince. Then we have Indigo. I love this horse so much. Then all the way over here we have Sterling. And then we have Bo. And then over here, this Palomino paint is Legend. So those are all my personal horses, and these horses will rotate. Some of them will be up for adoption in the future, probably. But these are just my personal horses right now. And then we have this big barn which holds 8 horses, I believe. 4 stalls on each side, I believe, is how I built it. And it is kind of odd. These stalls I made a little bit bigger on accident than these stalls, so that's why the windows are kind of wonky. But let's just start. So over here is Fantasy. She's a Hanoverian mare, and she's just black with socks. Then right here we have Forest, who's a pink stallion. All the stallions are in here, by the way. The geldings are in the pasture. Then we have Sparrow, who's a Trakehner stallion. And then we have Aspen, who's an Appaloosa mare, who's definitely one of my favorite colors of Appaloosas, using the texture pack that is. There's a fjord out there, oh my goodness. I'll have to go get that. Then here's Toby, who's a Dutch warm blood stallion. Then we have Arrow, who's an Oldenburg stallion. Chief, who's a paint stallion, who's also named after a real horse that sadly passed away a few months ago. And then we have Velvet, who's a quarter horse mare. So then over this way is actually the adoption stalls. I only have 4 right now, 3 of them which have horses, but I will be adding more adoption stalls to the side of the barn. And then there's just a row of trees over here, which I should probably add a few lights over here just to make it a little bit brighter. But here we have Mystery. She's a quarter horse mare and she's up for adoption as well, and I will explain the entire adoption process after the barn tour. So here's Echo, who's an Arabian stallion, who's definitely one of my favorites, mainly because I love this dark dapple gray color and because I love Arabians. And then here is Fury, who's an Andalusian stallion, and he got his name because he did not want to be catched at all. Like, it took forever to get a lead on him, so I named him Fury. And all of these horses I've actually found out in the wild, except for the ones in the pasture because I couldn't find enough wild horses to put in the pasture. So that's that, and I want to see if this fjord is still here. It is. I love fjords, by the way, guys, if you don't know me. It's a fjord, yay, oh my goodness. But I think there's another horse out there. We'll have to go see and grab that too. So the fjords in this texture pack are actually the donkey skins, I believe. And then there's also a Grullo color, or a gray color, that is the mule skin, I believe. So that's why it sounds like a donkey. If it'll let me. There we go. I don't have a saddle on me either. And I completely have forgotten what the texture pack for, the fjord got replaced by an egg. I completely have forgotten what the texture pack name is called, but I absolutely love this texture pack. I've had it for a little while now. I just don't use it that often because it does tend to make the game a little bit laggy. Yeah, I think I'll leave this horse wild. I'm not a huge fan of the gray horses. I don't know why. I'm just not a huge fan of them. It's probably the yellow mane, but a lot of other people like them. So I think I'm just going to get this fjord right now and then take it to my pasture. Do, do, do. Okay, so here's the geldings. Let's see if it can actually jump. Okay, it can jump a little bit. So there you go, little guy. He's so adorable. I love fjords. Okay, so now onto the adoption process. So since it is the first episode of this series, I am going to hold an adoption for these 3 guys. Well, 2 guys and a girl, because Mystery is a mare. But pretty much the adoption process is whoever, like, if you comment down below, the first person to comment down below the horse's name, excuse me, the first person to comment down below the horse's name gets the horse. That's pretty much how these adoptions are going to work. I'm no longer going to be doing contests just because it was kind of overwhelming for me and it took up a lot of the video, and so I couldn't really do other things within the video. But adoption processes are going to be a lot quicker since all I have to do is look through the comments before I start the video, find the person's name, and then I get to replace the adoption sign with the owner's name, which is going to be great. So I'm going to go over the adoption horses again. So this is Mystery. She's a quarter horse mare and she is a solid black color. Then this is Echo. He's an Arabian stallion and he is a dark dapple gray. And then this is Fury, who's an Andalusian stallion, and he is a gray horse. I'm going to start calling these guys not gray horses because those are technically the grays, but I guess I could call him like a mulberry gray or a rose gray since he does have the yellow mane, like a mulberry gray or a rose gray, however you guys want to say it. I normally call it a mulberry gray. But those are the adoption horses, and I will probably be doing a video either this afternoon or tomorrow morning, whichever time works better for me, since I am in high school now and it does take up quite a lot of time of my life. And then that's also another reason why I haven't been able to film the Minecraft videos, and also because Minecraft's been a butt and I haven't been able to get on. So those are the adoption horses, and I will be choosing them. So whoever comments down the horse's name first down below gets the horse, so be quick, people. And then I have an extra stall down here just because for the first adoption, I wanted to do 3, but I normally am going to only do 2 horses to make it easier on me, and make it quicker. But since it's the first one, really, you had to lay an egg right there. Really, sir? Okay, never mind. I'm getting off topic. But I will normally only do 2 adoption horses because it's quicker on me and it's easier. But since this is the first adoption, I wanted to do 3, and because I just found this guy randomly, so he's there. And I will probably only do adoptions on Tuesday, so Adopt a Horse Tuesday is what I'm going to call it, because it just makes sense, right? Okay, and this guy's egg, he's got to go. Let's see if it does it make a baby chicken. Oh, baby chicken! Yay! Okay, whatever. But that's pretty much that. The barn is very small right now. Very small. But I do have another side of the barn that I can use with holes in it because I'm not a very master builder. And this is probably where the tack room is going to be, the wash stall, the feed rooms, and then the arenas or pastures. I haven't decided yet, are probably going to be in the back of the barn since I do have an entrance back here as well. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do back here, but I know on the side I'm going to have a tack room for sure. I'm going to have 1 or 2 wash stalls. So we might start on that in the next video as well with the adoptions. But I haven't decided what to do yet, and I was actually going to build a tack room this morning, but I decided why not just leave it for a video. So that's pretty much that, and so I think that's going to conclude the video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and comment down below adoption horses, and I will pick the first person tomorrow, or this afternoon whenever I have time. And I just completely blanked. That's great. And I will see you guys in my next video. Also, comment down below what you think about the series so far. Do you guys like seeing these types of series? It's going to be very similar to Barn Adventures, just instead of contests, they're going to be adoptions every Tuesday, I believe. If not every Tuesday, every other Tuesday, depending on when I have time. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!